Saturday morning in Davis Inlet. It's just after first light, and this normally quiet town is bursting with excitement. It's moving day, a day that's been coming for 35 years. For at least 30 families here, the waiting is over and the packing is done. Eric Rich grew up here, and now with a family of his own, a wife and 4 children, have been living in conditions that would be unacceptable anywhere else. A wood stove in the center of the living room generates what little heat there is. The only water to be had, hauled by a bucket. And 3 children shared this one bed.
This is our bathroom and water. We throw the bucket that's outside.
So this is your toilet?
Yeah.
A beef bucket was the family toilet.
It's very hard to live like this.
But on this day, Eric is loading the Comatics for Natuashish, his new home, and he's bringing his mother to live with him. Her house is not yet built. Like others, only 30 homes are ready. Some will spend another winter here.
Mama, let's go. Let's go. My new home.
Mid-morning, the convoy sets out. 15 kilometers over sea ice. A snowmobile ride to a new beginning. To Natuashish. Built from the ground up with no expense spared. A $14 million school. A state-of-the-art medical clinic. And 133 houses. It takes about 45 minutes. But when the convoys arrive, the pandemonium starts. They arrive together and scatter for the new homes.
My room.
It takes Eric a little longer to get here. His mother is riding in the back. But like the others, the magic moment comes when he turns the key and leads his mother to a warm, comfortable couch.
Nice home.
9-year-old Matthias no longer shares a bed with his 2 sisters, and within minutes, he's folding clothes while his mom is busy making beds. For Eric Rich, it's all a bit much.
I cry because this is my new home, a new beginning. But it's going to be a very difficult time, but I get over it.
This is my washer.
Like everyone you ask here, the water is the biggest change. A chance to keep her children clean.
You wash tomorrow.
The Innu have been fighting government for years to get this new community. 10 years ago, we first saw these images of kids sniffing gas. It was also 10 years ago, a fire took the lives of 6 Innu children. Their parents were out drinking. Still moving to a new community had its doubters. Here's what then Premier Clyde Wells had to say in 1993.
Must we go on repeating these mistakes forever and spend $150 million perhaps doing it? That's irrational. It just isn't right. It isn't right for the people of Davis Inlet. It isn't right for the taxpayers of Canada.
The Innu themselves have always admitted they had problems they weren't taking care of. In 1998, Katie Rich was president of the Innu Nation.
People are lazy. We are lazy to do something.
So, what about now? What about the move to Natuashish? Is this the cure the Innu have been looking for?
You're just moving to another place. There's no difference. Still, this is going to be here.
Mark Newey is an addictions counselor and a former chief. He says the community still has a lot of problems to work out.
Well, there's a lot of bootlegging and there's a lot of drugs dealing in here in the community. And I think there's been a lot of reduction in gas sniffing, only because the gas sniffers have substituted from gas to drugs.
it doesn't mean that all the problems are going to go away. That's what people think, all the Canadians think of Innu and Davis. All the rest of the problems, solvent abuse, alcoholism, and other problems that is going to go away. That's not, I want to make that clear to the Canadian people and to the world. And it's not going to solve all the problems.
Joseph Mark Rich is probably closer to this project than any other Innu. He's the associate project manager. 5 years ago, he showed me the vision they had for their new home.
I'm excited.
It was just a paper model of Natuashish, but at last they could see what their new home would look like.
I remember that, yes. I do remember that. I have never forgotten that image, that model, to accomplish my goal to see the elders' vision of a new community for their younger generation. It does feel good.
Back at Eric Rich's house, his 86-year-old mother, Madeline, says she can't believe she lived long enough to see her son have such a nice house. Tony Dawson, CBC News, Natuashish.